Hi, my name is Arnie Villarreal. Thank you for joining us on a Compton Cop YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit like. And please enjoy the next video we're about to show. I'm trying to chase down, hunt down other Compton cops. Like I said, some of the stories you're going to hear came out of my eyes and what I saw, what I perceived. But today, I've got one of the, what they used to call the OG original gangsters of Compton cops. And my good friend, a loving friend, that really took me under his wings when I had first started there, Marcos Palafox. And Marcos worked gangs, he works narcotics, he was out in the field in patrol, and he'll explain that to you. And I'm really glad to have you here, Marcos, and giving me the opportunity to, interview you, man. And if we can get this out and get some other cops, to do the same what we're doing, that'd be a great help.
My name is Marcos Palafox, and I work from in Compton PD from 1982 to 1990, and I started off in patrol. Before I got my feet wet in patrol, I was drafted into narcotics.
Now, why were you drafted into narcotics right off the bat, man?
First off, because I was Hispanic, and they needed minorities to buy the dope, hand-to-hand sales.
So you were doing hand-to-hand sales at corners, houses, and then what would happen after that, Marcos?
Well, either we do a buy-bust, you bust them immediately, or we get a search warrant. If it was a location, a residence, or a bar, or whatever it was, we had to get you normally get a search warrant for that.
Right. And did you write up the search warrant yourself after you bought the dope, or did one of the partners in there, Narcos?
No, you buy the dope, you get the search warrant signed, you write it up, go to a judge, get it signed, you're ready to go.
Yeah, that's about the gist of it right there. And would we serve the search warrant the same day, or would we wait a couple of days, or what would?
Well, you'd have your search warrants ready to go, and our supervisors, which was
right,
would come in. All of us says, "Who's ready? Who's up?
Who's up to bat, man?" That's right, man.
And if you had a search warrant ready to go, you'd raise your hand, "Sarge, I'm ready to go."
Yeah.
And then what that means is you have a chalkboard, and you call in the officers when you're going to do a search warrant. You draw a picture of the location, tell everybody where the doors are, the windows, any dogs in the yard, and we'd bring down. Once that's done, you assign where you want the people. Who's going to do the entry? Who's going to kick the door? If the door was a security door that needed to come out, so we have our own tow truck.
Right, I remember that big yellow tow truck.
We get our cables. We have the 150-foot cable, the 100 cable, the 100-foot cable, and the 50-foot cable.
Right.
So whatever it was necessary, we do it. One guy was assigned to punch a hole in the door. The other one had the hook for the cable.
Right.
Put that on, and yell, "We're ready." To
it's
the
a
tow
go.
truck. It's
go.
a go. The tow truck came out, pulled it off, and then the entry was made.
That's nice.
Now, a majority of these places were rock houses.
What do you mean by rock, man?
The dope dealers would come in. They'd rent a little house. They'd be barred up. Specialized in on the front door would be a little
slit,
slot.
Yeah.
Where they would do the transactions. And all they'd have in there is basically a refrigerator, a telephone, dope, and guns.
Right. And these guys, they would be behind the screen door there, and they would come in. I mean, the buyers would come in, and they would ask for a dub.
Yes.
Or,
whatever
the slang was then. You remember, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got a dub? And then, give me the money.
Right.
And you would slide the money through the door. They'd hand you the dub with, rock cocaine already all rocked up in a plastic baggie. Or if they didn't have plastic baggies, They just gave it to you like in your hand.
Yes, whatever you needed,
No.
you tell the guys that, and they hand it to you. They hand you the dope. First you hand them the money, and they hand you the dope.
Yes.
Normally.
The vandalism case for Athens complainant, soon to be ex, slashed her tires and has made threatening comments.